Here we go.
We live.
We live.
What's happening? Y'all know what it is. Ooh, the joint roller Ayatollah. That branding is crazy right there. My God.
You know,
that is amazing.
Y'all know the vibes. Y'all know the vibes. Y'all know what
Y'all
it
know
is.
the vibes, and if y'all really know the vibes, man, let me tell. Listen, fuck that. Y'all know what it is.
It's simple.
Yo, what's happening, everybody? It's Item Most High, it's the joint roller Ayatollah. You see it. The joint roller Ayatollah. And I'm here with my tag team partner, CT, aka Chitty Bang. My brother
was good. What's good? And you are sitting here chilling with the Underground of Professional Wrestling podcast. Thank you for being with us. Now, we're here to talk about the week that was in professional wrestling. Before we do that, tap in with us on Twitter, RW Podcast One. Tap in with us on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Reasonable Wrestling Podcast. Just search it. Just search it up. We there. And if you know what? Forget about the other plugs. We'll move on with the show. We're here to talk about the week that was. Let's where you want to start off with, bro?
I think first and foremost, let me say this. We've spoke plenty of times about how wrestling is in a fantastic spot and it has everything for everybody and it's just inclusive.
Everybody.
So I would like to say I was quickly. SmackDown, I was in a house in Orlando.
Oh yeah, tell us about it.
It was a fairly hot crowd. It was a fairly decent show. It was the weakest of the week shows.
Yo, that's crazy you say that because I agree. And it's crazy because they just picked Orlando to put on like one of the worst SmackDown. And but mind you, still a good show.
It was a good show, but it was
by
not,
their own standard.
It was not hot. Doing. It was not hot throughout. It wasn't.
Yeah,
I was there. It was not hot throughout, bro.
Yo, by their own standard, what they've been doing. It wasn't Monday Night Raw in fucking where were they? In Atlanta. Yeah, they were going crazy at Monday Night Raw.
Bro, I thought I was getting a hot ticket, bro. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. Hold on. Let's put a perspective. Monday, yapping. Tuesday, yapping. Wednesday, yapping. Thursday, we had a little.
We tired.
Friday was supposed to be a double header of yappingness. You know what I'm saying? And Friday, SmackDown gave us a little bit of a lull, of a dud, and I was very, very much surprised.
If LA Knight won that match, and he had a match, Fatal 4-Way, Cameron Grimes, Rey Mysterio, and Sheamus, let's talk about it. But if he won that match, it would have definitely brought up the energy.
Let me tell you about it real quick. I'm gonna tell you one time now. The crowd, okay. Show start off. Booyaka, 619. Crowd like, oh snap, Ray. Okay, boom. Sheamus, fight night. Okay, we got two heavy hitters.
Yep, Pyro.
They play Cameron Grimes music, dog. You can hear rat pissing on cotton in that
motherfucker. On TV, it may seem like
I ain't gonna hold you, bro. On TV, they might have piped it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, they did.
Because what I'm gonna tell you is, we was in that crowd like, one of these niggas not like the other. I'm like, yo, Cameron definitely in this motherfucker to take the pinfall. Now, mind you, he ain't take the pinfall. Nigga. Yeah. Wait, did he?
Wait, I thought LA Knight did he?
No, LA Knight was outside the ring. LA Knight was outside the ring.
Oh, yeah, then Cameron Grimes must have picked that shit.
So I'm like, Cameron Grimes, the only reason why he here is to take the pinfall. You know what I'm saying? That fatal 4-way, I want to tell you this right now. I don't know how many Mexicans live in Orlando, but goddamn, they was pandering. They was pandering like a motherfucker, cuz. You know what I'm saying? I ain't know. I thought that they for sure would have went off the top with LA Knight, but they didn't. They didn't, man. So
especially after you know Austin Theory drag Rey Mysterio out the freaking ring, all that shit. I thought possibly this would.
But that was all posture. They did that. They did that for posturing, though. You know.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, they set it up. So, but for me, I've been talking about wrestling has been making so much sense lately. But be honest, even though there were great shows this week, I can nitpick on a couple of these shows. The best show of the week to me was Raw, from beginning to end, beat for beat. I'm locked in. We already talked about AEW and what they did with that shit in the dance off, and my disputes with Blood and Guts in the commercials. I'm not with that shit. Like, we don't need to see 4 men humping the air for a good 15 minutes. I'm done. Like, I'm sorry, that's not what I want out of my wrestling. Hey, people might like that shit, but not for me. But then it gets to SmackDown. I'm like, all right, bet, boom. Raw just hit it. SmackDown's gonna hit it. NXT just hit out the park. SmackDown's about to hit it out the park too. You're in the building. It's in Orlando. I didn't even know it was in Orlando. I'm like, oh, Orlando, NXT City. We got a big wrestling crowd out there. All right, bet they got to put on some. And you got the Roman's gonna be in the house, so it's definitely gonna be a great night. It felt like one level above mid, and it just rode that energy around the entire night.
They definitely idled out.
Yeah, I don't get it. So that for the 4-way, disappointing finish. And then after that, we get the Butch Dom match for the North American Championship. I was hoping to see Wesley had a moment in there, to like get some interaction with Dom. That didn't happen. He just won with help from Rhea Ripley. All right, fine. You wanted to put that match out there, cool. I mean, we could talk about it. Like I always said, this draft don't mean shit. You have a Raw superstar defending an NXT championship on SmackDown against a SmackDown competitor. But I won't go in too deep on that. But I'm just saying this. It is what it is. But they took time to do that match. Cool. We move forward to Santos Escobar versus Austin Theory. Isn't he competing against the winner of the Fatal 4-Way to face Austin Theory at SummerSlam? To me, and he beat him clean. Like, so not that the match wasn't bad. The match was good. But the booking of the night was a little bit weird to me. Like Santos beating Austin Theory, the United States champion, clean when he doesn't seem like a very strong champion to begin with, when he's going towards one of the biggest nights at WrestleMania, where he probably going to face Rey Mysterio anyways. I thought it was a waste of, a moment. Like, why would you even have this? And then on top of that, now we have Santos versus Rey Mysterio, 2 baby faces who are both in the same faction competing to face Austin Theory. One of them who already beat him. It doesn't feel like the best booking to me. I don't know. Like, it just doesn't feel good.
Hold your horses, brother. Wait a minute. You ain't even taking a breath. How I supposed to make clips and shit like that? You got all these run-on sentences and shit like that, brother.
I'm just listening. I'm just listening.
In the business of content, you gotta speak breath, so I can have a clip.
I was going for it. Yo, like, God, go ahead.
No. I had to stop you one time now because we got a point. We was in a group chat. We in a group chat. You like, I don't get this booking. You do get this booking. We talked about it. We possibly could be getting a heel Santos Escobar. Now, this is a good thing because what makes a good heel on a main roster? A good babyface. Santos Escobar was introduced under the wing of one of the most greatest babyface. It's Ricky Steamboat, it's John Cena, and it's Rey Mysterio at the top of the fucking ladder. Now you can rank them what you want, gold, silver, bronze, but tell me another babyface that can push them three out the way in the course of wrestling. So you bring Santos Escobar up under the wing of Rey Mysterio. You get him a little bit of cachet. You get him a little bit of fucking grease. The match between Escobar and Rey Mysterio, the foreshadowing could be right now, Escobar beat Theory. He beat him. Now Escobar's mind is that I can go to SummerSlam and I can be United States champion. So you work backwards. He has to beat Rey Mysterio. Now, Santos can Ricky Starks his way into a victory, right? Where it's not really cheating, but like I just really wanted to show you that I'm winning, hold the ropes a little bit, or whatever the case may be. But Escobar getting a win over on Rey Mysterio actually does move the needle. Because now you got Escobar and Theory for the title at SummerSlam. Now, if Rey beats, again, now here it is. If Rey beats Escobar, and then Rey goes on to beat Theory, but Escobar beat Theory, Escobar now is in line to be like, hey, Rey, let me, you know what I'm saying? I already beat the champion. You're the champion now. You know
now that makes more sense to me than
we gotta wait.
But here's the thing. That makes more sense to me than what you said first, was Santos winning through, Ricky Starks kind of, hold the ropes or something like that, and then going on to beat.
We gotta accelerate a heel turn.
Wait. It's not a heel turn if he beats Rey Mysterio, and he cheats to win. It's not a heel turn yet,
and he cheats to beat Rey is not a heel turn. You don't think so?
Has Ricky Starks turned heel yet? I don't think he has. I think.
Well, this is my thing, but hold on. Ricky Starks doing what he did to CM Punk is different than if Escobar does the same and use the same tactics to Rey Mysterio. That's different. That's different.
I don't think it's that much different. And I know
because we're doing apples to apples comparison of an act to an act, right? And we're talking about a baby face to a baby face, but we're not also taking into account of the opponent and the gesture of. I'm not talking about a whole match. I don't know if it's a 50-50 book or Rey getting the best of Escobar, or if you see the experience go. Like I don't know where Escobar just got to get the win because he's frustrated and he want to advance, right? Because by all means, this is your mentor, my nigga, but this is a spot at SummerSlam. This is a spot against a nigga that you literally just beat last week, and you're like, oh, if I beat him once, I can beat him again for the title. So that's just my, I'm just, No.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but this is my grab, and I was just setting the stage for the conversation because the way that SmackDown has went to start the show, and it was already like, okay, this is not what I expected from SmackDown. The caliber of matches, and the matches were fine, the booking especially, now Santos, I think he should be a heel. Don't get me wrong, like I loved him as the heel in NXT and Legado del Fantasma. I've been saying that he's going to be a big star, on the main roster. He seems like he has the charisma to do that once he gets out under the shadow of Rey Mysterio. So that's a perfect angle to build with LWO, but I wouldn't do it right now. Like if you had it so Santos and Rey didn't have a physical match until he actually turned heel and they can go off on like a WrestleMania, even if a Royal Rumble or a Survivor Series, I would think it would be way more impactful to see that turn down the line. This right here is not only hot-shotting the Rey Mysterio versus Santos Escobar match, it is pretty much pushing LA Knight's, push down the line. On top of that, it's putting Austin Theory in another match that people are sitting there and waiting like, hey, this is just Austin Theory with another legend in my mind. Because I don't see Esco winning this match. I don't see Esco going to face Theory at SummerSlam. If it is, that match doesn't have SummerSlam bill to me. I think Rey Mysterio and Austin Theory is a bigger bill for SummerSlam in my mind. I think that's where they're going.
Well,
so on those three facets, this is a bad booking, period.
Well, hold on. Let me
to sacrifice all that for a Santos turn. I think is not worth it.
Well, let's take him down piece by piece if I can.
Yeah, go ahead.
LA Knight, first and foremost, let's not worry about him.
But real quick, with LA Knight, let's talk about it. Let's a little bit talk about it. The guy had his angle with Bray Wyatt, a main event star. They clearly saw something with him to put him with Bray, right? Boom. He's talking his shit. Cool. They had a Dark Knight match. Cool. They have WrestleMania in LA. Don't put him on the card. They have Puerto Rico backlash. Don't put him on the card. They have Money in the Bank. He loses that. They have London. I mean, don't put him on the card. SummerSlam. Sorry. Next time. If you keep pushing his push down the line while right now his height, its peak, where people are screaming and clamoring for it.
Where are we going? Where are we going?
We talked about this for months. He should be the one facing Austin Theory at SummerSlam.
I know. Hold on. I know that, but stay with me here. Where are we going if he don't get the push? Meaning, we're still going to beat this guy right here, right? Where was we going? He didn't beat Cena at 30. He didn't it went years and years, and I'm not putting LA Knight in that facet. Yes, they have right now excellent lightning in the bottom. Okay, but we've also just praised them a couple weeks ago, or even if it wasn't just this week, last time we recorded, about how we appreciate them not running on our time and them running on their time. Now,
there's certain exceptions. If they're not running on my time, and you give Cody Rhodes a match at WrestleMania and he loses, and it's like, oh my God, man, I think they should have gave it 70, and it's a conversation, cool. But LA Knight is 40 years old, probably towards the end of his career than the beginning, and he has this heat, this super hot energy right now, where he has killed it on the mic. People are with him. There's energy when he comes out there. Put the title on him now, before this dude, gets older and you can't capitalize on the moment. He doesn't have the career of a Bray Wyatt to say, yeah, lose to John Cena. Mind you, they're not even giving him the match. It's not like they're telling him, oh yeah, go lose for Austin Theory. They're not even giving him the match.
But this is my thing, though. But this is what this is what I really don't really understand from what we're speaking about, and that's what I'm trying to get to. Don't you think that helps him?
I don't.
I'm honestly not. Why? What? He's not wrestling a lot. So where is he getting hurt at? Every time
house shows are a thing. We just talked about.
Yeah, but is he? Yes, but is he? I'm not. Again, I hear you, but circuit wise, my thing is I don't know if LA Knight is doing more than what he's doing when he comes out on national TV, which is this coming out to pop the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's what I'm trying to say. It's a miss. And I'm just saying, hey, it might in the long run work out. I'm not saying that this is like irreprehensible, like it can't be fixed. What I'm trying to say is this was the perfect moment to have a big victory for a babyface at SummerSlam, have a new United States champion, where people will be like, yo, I can't wait to see what LA Knight does moving forward into the fall. Whereas the energy for Rey Mysterio versus Austin Theory is not as hot, and definitely Santos versus Austin Theory is not going to be as hot as LA Knight, right now. And so I think that for one of the biggest shows of the year, LA Knight missing the last biggest show of the year, come on, guys, give the guy a bone, even put him in the match at least. That would have been the moment. That's all I'm trying to say. You know, it would have been a bigger moment.
I'm not arguing. Again, I'm not arguing that, but my thing is this: like, the point of the matter is what I'm asking you is that. So to tackle the points, right? I think LA Knight will be relatively fine. To tackle the second point of Austin Theory being with another legend, if he's on the trajectory of what we called the nigga from like 3-4 years ago of Randy Orton, guess what he got to do, my nigga? He got to tackle legends. And I understand LA Knight ain't that. So you want to sacrifice. But my thing is, this is a great conversation to bring sports analogies into it, right? Are you sacrificing the 40-year-old LA Knight, lightning in a bottle, can sell t-shirts out the wazoo, everything like that, for a peak? He's mid-card. So you got to work him. He worked his way up to get to the mid card. Now he rides that wave to the mid card, and he has Seth and Roman. Now I don't know where the landscape of wrestling will be in the next 2-3 years. LA Knight can stand across from them, and that can be a money match. I am not going to. I'm not opposing to that. But my thing is also, when we're talking about building stats up, Austin Theory is the young gun. Austin Theory has taken down John Cena at WrestleMania. Austin Theory can say that he took down Rey Mysterio at SummerSlam. Austin Theory can now call himself the new legend killer, and the next person that he faces is Randy Orton. So I don't know what the setup is, so I can sacrifice LA Knight if I know that I got Austin Theory versus Randy Orton coming down the pike.
Here's the thing about
that's just me,
you know, and I don't know if Randy Orton's coming down the pike. That's a big assumption to add to that. You're adding more shit, but I'm gonna kill your argument right now because Austin Theory has beaten Rey Mysterio on Raw in a regular ass match. There is no bigger thing that Austin Theory can do than having a match with the hottest guy on your roster, LA Knight. That's the biggest thing he can do. Whether he wins or lose, that is how Austin Theory gets a rub as a heel and gets to talk shit with another guy who's going to talk his shit, and he has to test himself on a mic and in the ring against. Even if Austin Theory won, it's
so
better
for
Austin Theory.
Build a feud with Austin Theory and LA Knight.
Absolutely. For the next 2 months, I would have that be the feud for the mid card. People are going to tune in each week for that because they want to see LA Knight get the victory. Even if he were to lose at SummerSlam and still chase him, that's what it could be for the fall. You know, and that could be where Austin Theory can get to attack him backstage, put him out of action, and get more heat on himself. He can do that with Rey Mysterio, but we've seen that a million times with Rey Mysterio, bro. And he's not. I'm sorry, Rey Mysterio is not hotter than LA Knight right now. He's not hotter than. He's Rey Mysterio. He's still a legend.
That's what I'm going to say. I know you say we've seen it a million times with Rey Mysterio, and that's why we saw 1,000,001 times right now with Austin Theory, is because it always worked. Look, hold on, let's be honest. Seth Rollins right now is riding a fucking wave from the pandemic, from doing the same shit 3 years ago, bro. Like,
but if you were to hear from him, what he said on the podcast, he's like, yeah, you know, I had this angle with Rey Mysterio and Dominic when Dominic debuted. I'm not sure if people still remember that. He doesn't look at that as the moment that's riding the wave. He looks at what happened over the past year as what got him over.
Seth can do that, and that's fine. Seth can do that, and that's fine. But that's why we have the fucking podcast. That's the reason why
go ahead, talk.
Again, so that's my thing. Don't tell me you're the revolutionary, you're the fucking visionary, because Monday Night Messiah is how the fuck it started with Rey Mysterio. When you had Austin Theory and Buddy fucking Murphy as your disciples, my nigga. So don't tell me that the fucking singing and the fucking crowd enchantment and the trance didn't fucking start when you was going after the biggest fucking babyface again of all goddamn time and Rey fucking Mysterio, brother. We don't remember Aleister Black, my nigga. We remember Rey Mysterio.
Do you think if Austin Theory has a mid-angle with Rey Mysterio to SummerSlam in 3 years, you're gonna go and say like that's the reason why he has become something? No.
To tell you is that if Austin Theory is stacking his chips like Seth Rollins was 3 years ago, why you think, bro? 3 years ago he was still bitching about not being champion, was he not? 3 years ago, Seth Rollins was coming out. What? Didn't he want to be champion? Didn't we say he needed to face Roman? Didn't we say that he was next? This nigga for 3 years on the campaign, bitching and moaning and groaning and used the platform and the fucking springboard of what he did at a Rooter. Listen, what was that match against Dom Mysterio? SummerSlam? Was it not? Wasn't Seth Rollins against Dom Mysterio at a fucking SummerSlam? And we was like, why the fuck are we wasting Seth Rollins against Dominic Mysterio and he's not ready? Guess what? Dom still ain't ready 3 years later, and Seth Rollins is the world heavyweight fucking champion. So don't tell me little bullshit matches at SummerSlam can't fucking start no shit, brother. Don't tell me that.
Even you're changing the entire argument. I'm talking about what's a better match at SummerSlam. And you cannot debate me on this fact that LA Knight versus Austin Theory right now is the best angle that you can go for the mid card on SmackDown. And then I'm not banking on 3 years later saying that this is going to matter more. I'm saying now.
Hold on, why aren't we? When we said 3 years ago, Austin Theory watching the Evolve show, my nigga, he was going to be right where he's at right now. Why are we doing this?
We knew that. But that has nothing to do with this conversation.
Hold on, but don't act like our projections can't be fucking right.
No, this is not about them being right. Austin Theory might be world champion in 3 years. He might have a great angle with Rey Mysterio. I'm saying, what is the best angle for SummerSlam booking wise? And it's not Rey Mysterio or Santos Escobar facing Austin Theory. I'm sorry, I'm not going with that. When
I am saying though, right now,
freaking Saudi Arabia chanting LA Knight, and you guys not even putting him on the card. What the fuck?
LWO, we was talking about as a faction, did nothing but lose, and how credible are they? Correct? We on this podcast when LWO was formulated, and all they did was just lose. We like, how are they going to gain any traction as a faction? Well, this is how you fucking do it, bro. And I'm sorry, LA Knight is always going to be good. This is why the push is necessary for a guy like Escobar. This is why Escobar is under the wing of Rey Mysterio. This is why Austin Theory is staying in the fucking confines. Is because they need the help. We can fucking put LA Knight right now, and he can go right against Roman Reigns, and we would not care. It will work. He don't need the mid-card title. LA Knight can come out next week and be like, I'm the tribal chief. Yeah. And we were like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? We need.
But they're not. That's my point. They're not even giving them that. They're not giving them shit. They're like, yo, nigga, go out there and lose and get back in the catering. Like, I'm like, listen, but bro, listen for 1 second. Let me just talk real quick. When it comes to Austin Theory and his mid United States Championship run, and now him facing Rey Mysterio or Santos Escobar. And yeah, LWO, we don't want to sacrifice that angle. I don't want that at all. I want them to get some more rubs too off of a heel group or man that, where if that's Austin Theory, great. That can still happen, including LA Knight even, if you want to do triple threat or something like that. But my point is this, like, with LA Knight being so hot, unfortunately, even for Rey Mysterio and Santos Escobar, they can potentially get the backlash for not being the one to face him. And it's kind of like Rey Mysterio when he was the 30th in the Royal Rumble and everybody booed him because it wasn't Bryan Danielson. We've been here before when somebody's gotten really hot and the fans feel like, oh, you're rejecting our choice. So I hope that doesn't go there. I'm not saying it's going to go there. I just hope that they don't get a backlash because Santos is great. Rey Mysterio is great, but they can definitely get a backlash for not being who we want.
But this is what I would tell you, though. The three biggest pops of the night. Rey Mysterio was the first entrance. LA Knight, who was in that match, Jey Uso. So what I'm trying to say is that they didn't go with the choice. Again, Rey Mysterio at 30. They was like, we're safe here. And to be realistic about it, they still were safe. To be quite honest, like they still were safe because if you feed Daniel out there to the wolves and he loses anyway, we're still in a situation of if we didn't fucking send him out there, right? And so my thing is that if he's not in the plans, let's not continue to tease that he's in the plans. I will say this for them. Them saying to us, hey, we think we blew it by not putting LA Knight on the show. So we'll give him and he'll be more prevalent on TV. Show your support. Come to the arenas. Buy his merch. Do all the things that, right? And yes, we're going to push our guys. But listen, Austin Theory is going to be out the way. Austin Theory is going to be... Rey Mysterio still sell masks. That's why the nigga's still there. Bro, you have no idea how many, not just kids, I'm talking grown-ass niggas wearing masks like this, bro, because the shit don't fit. Like, you don't understand.
No, I feel like, you, man. As if it's all about the money, I get it.
So this is the logic. I think LA Knight is on the Richter scale. I will say that.
All I'm saying is that I do think it's getting to a point where it's a little egregious. When you go to Saudi and people are chanting LA Knight there, you go to Money in the Bank. All right, he loses. People are going crazy when he went up the ladder. He doesn't get it there. All right, you don't even have him on WrestleMania. And then I think that the biggest match would have been him and Austin Theory for SummerSlam. I would have loved to see that just as a match alone, like with the heat that these two guys can bring into an angle. It would have been really dope to see. Now, what the hell is he gonna do at SummerSlam? If he doesn't get SummerSlam, it's like, damn, you guys are really trying to like take the heat away from him that he's gotten organically. And that's what I'm talking about of missed opportunities when it comes to wrestling promotions and what they do, not just WWE. It happens all the time. So I'm just calling it out when I see it. He can still recover from this, absolutely, because fans love him. But like my thing is, it gets to a point where the fans are like, yo, come on now. You know, and he should be come on now because he has had one pay-per-view, which meant Money in the Bank, and then he had Bray Wyatt in January on Royal Rumble, I think, and that's it.
Let me test your theory out by bouncing over to another promotion, and let me test your theory with this. Who did you consider to be one of the most underutilized talents in the world, regardless of the gender?
AR Fox.
Okay. With that being said, even with AR Fox, because this is a freestyle, even with AR Fox, my nigga, the trajectory and the presence and the presentation is there, regardless of the losses and the triple joint with the Martin brothers. Him having matches with Shibata, him having I'm sorry, was it Shibata? Was it the TV title? Or Zach? No, I'm sorry, Zack Sabre Jr. Him having matches with Zack Sabre Jr. He was just on the.
Him and Sean Taylor tore the house down, man.
Him and Sean Taylor was just on a pre-show.
They killed it.
So, but my thing was, what I was gonna say was, I thought your answer would have been. I thought your answer was gonna be Athena.
Yeah, I know.
Because Athena, when she got released from WWE, you thought that it was egregious. The word that you just said with LA Knight, you said that she was one of you said
I said she's one of
the most underrated, underutilized female talents, and she should have been treated better. And for her to be released was egregious.
I don't think I said that her release was egregious because I understood it, but I did think she's one of the most
At that time, where was she going? Where was she going to be highlighted? Where was she going to be showcased? Where was she going to be Where was she going to be able? Because we said even at that time in AEW, we knew that was Britt Baker's show. And when she showed up to AEW, it wasn't a fit. Even there, still wasn't a fit. So we like WWE wasn't a fit. AEW wasn't a fit because even in those promotions, they had their hand-picked people and who they were going to elevate. Well, guess what happened? Ring of Honor came available. And they needed somebody to take the fucking mantle and raise the level. And that nigga Athena has fuck a showcase. She built a goddamn mantle, my nigga, of how you present yourself, how you represent yourself, and how you say, nigga, the chips is all on me.
But it started in AEW, like when she was making those, heel moves in AEW. She could have absolutely succeeded in AEW. I don't have any question about it. What it is that they're capitalizing off of Athena's star power and her wrestling ability, and saying we're going to build this division around you, which is smart in ROH. I think that I would be way more interested in seeing her as women's champion than Toni Storm right now. So I think that she would have done successful in the AEW regardless. I think that this is a business move moving over there, which is smart because she's rocking right now. Willow.
My thing is that when you talked about LA Knight, right? When you were talking about capitalizing on something, or when you're saying like we're going to lose, you're going to lose out on something. When I'm asking you, where are we going? That's what I'm asking. Because if we're attached to a person or a character, or we're really invested, then we'll follow and we'll pick you up and we'll carry you where you need to go, wherever you land at. And so with Athena, we followed her and we picked her up and we carried her. When she finally beat Mercedes Martinez, we said, finally, a fucking champion. And all she did after that then was like character development, banger, character development, banger. Okay, this is my character now. Banger, 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 banger. I don't know why we can't have that type of faith for LA Knight, knowing that the machine isn't going to fail a cash cow. Just how we said business, it ain't fail with Athena. That's all I'm saying.
It's just, here's the thing. When you get over organically, like LA Knight, like a Zack Ryder, like a Bryan Danielson, in WWE particularly, not just talking about AEW, talking about just WWE real quick. We've seen this story before where we're like, oh, you guys, it's obvious, right, guys? Like Rusev Day, all that stuff. Like, hey, Cesaro, when he had his Cesaro section, hey guys, it's obvious. This is the moment to make something out of this person. And then that moment passes, and then we forget about Rusev Day. We forget about Cesaro section, and we're like, this person, hey, they had a moment. We forget about woo woo woo, and they move on. Daniel Bryan was the only one that we're like, fuck no, we're not doing this to him, and we made sure that happened. Kofi Mania, we're like, fuck no, we made sure that happened. The organicness does more times than often, even with Bray, get passed over. So the faith is not there for me because, one, I know they're looking at the dollars with Rey Mysterio. You don't got to bring that up to me. I know that. I know they're looking at their money with LNA, but I don't think they compare it to Rey Mysterio, who's the legend. I think that they look at him as, hey, he's an aging guy. How many more years do we have? Oh, we got this young upstart Austin Theory, and him and Rey Mysterio need more, which is what you're saying, which I completely understand. Him and Athena don't compare. Athena's still young. Athena's still got a whole roster that she's building, and it took her some time, absolutely. But the only way that I could see that comparing to LA Knight, only way I can compare them is if LA Knight got sent to NXT or something like that, and then he took over there. That would be the same comparison of Athena going to ROH to me, because that's the only way I can see that the faith is like, okay, now he got this his own. He fits better here, according to the brass. I don't see that I'm doing that, but I see that he's trapped on the main roster on SmackDown, not getting his moment.
Why is he? Okay,
you know what I'm trying to say? Like he's a SmackDown superstar. He's not going back to NXT. Let's be real.
I don't feel like he's trapped, dude. That's my like.
What call it trap? Call it something else. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to call it anything. I just want to call it how we call on the podcast, and it's not his moment right now. Like we've done this podcast for 5 years, and we've been in situations, and we've called it where it's just not his moment. But we're not going to let LA Knight go by the wayside, my nigga, because guess what? We've from NXT 2 years ago. I'm like this generic fucking Eli Drake guy, right? Of this motherfucking, he's wearing elbow pads, he's wearing trunks, he got knee pads. Like I don't get the appeal of LA Knight until he talks. If you can't take his voice away, he ain't going nowhere.
Okay.
That's just
you're right. The difference between him and Rusev and Zack Ryder is that this guy can talk. So that's your argument right there. That's the only caveat that I'll give you right now. But I'm telling you right now, bro, him and Austin Theory at SummerSlam would have had everybody on the edge of their seat, just like they were Money in the Bank. And that helps Austin Theory. That's the thing. Like it helps Austin Theory.
I'm not gonna argue that, but what I am gonna tell you though is that I don't think LA Knight has been on the main roster a year yet. So when we're talking about organizational philosophies, right?
But neither has Santos, has he? No.
Well, if we're talking about, okay, let's look at organizational philosophies, right? If we say Bill Belichick don't play rookies, how do you play a rookie? Are you fucking Eli Drake? Are you Eli Drake, LA Knight, organically work your way up from practice squad, get on the squad? Or are you generational talent, fucking champion in our fucking, and it's, Santos do got a resume, my nigga.
Of course. I'm a huge Santos mark, bro. Honestly, real talk, I'm more of a fan of Santos than I am LA Knight. Be real honest with you. But I understand capitalizing a moment, bro. I understand people saying, all right, they want to see this guy win. The fans want to see this guy win. Let's give him an opportunity.
Now, what's a bigger moment, LA Knight and Austin Theory, or Santos Escobar leading the heel LWO? Because I think they're
all conjecture. He's not going to turn heel within 2 weeks, bro, or 3 weeks. He's not turning heel, bro. Like I don't know where that's coming from.
Hold on. If the tea leaves, we spent.
Why would it be heel Santos versus heel Theory? Like that makes no sense.
I didn't.
Theory's the heel.
They're facing for the United States Championship next week, bro.
No, it's Santos versus Rey Mysterio.
No, Escobar and LA Knight. I mean, Escobar and Austin Theory is on the slate to be on the SmackDown.
They just said Rey Mysterio won that match. So now it's gonna be Santos versus Rey Mysterio. The winner of that will face LA Knight. I mean,
I thought Santos Escobar, since he won the non-title match, is now facing Austin Theory for the title.
Yeah. That would just make sense, bro. They're not doing that.
Okay, I'm sorry. If they don't do that, then I just wasted all my 20 minutes. Because I'm like, yo, you, bro. I honestly, I'm assuming like that is guy like that.
No, it's Ray versus Santos. They already announced it. Next SmackDown. SmackDown is on the 28th, yeah, which is same day Travis Scott drops his album, the same day Reason drops his album. Big day.
It is a big day.
And Santos versus Rey Mysterio for his number one contendership.
Okay.
Yeah, Santos confronted him after the match and everything. Like they shook hands. It's all set.
But that's okay.
Yep, on Fightful they announced it here. On
Okay.
That's what it's gonna be.
Okay.
Only thing I could see them doing with LA Knight though, because it seems like he's a tweener slash. But who does he face? I mean, someone like I think that he should get a match. That's all I'm trying to say. Like this, just
No,
the
we
thing
should,
is
bro.
more.
We just argued this week that 10 matches was too much. You want to throw a fucking LA Knight out of nowhere?
That'll be before they threw 2 matches at us that I thought were gonna be on the card on Monday Night Raw. So like the tag team matches, the Sonya Deville and Chelsea versus the Liv and Raquel, and then also KO and Sammy versus Judgment Day. I thought those were possibilities to be built towards SummerSlam. Nah, they just threw them on Raw. So they don't necessarily have a match. Well, they're probably going to turn one of them into another match, which is going to be Raquel versus Rhea. So that takes a place for it. But yeah, man. Well, I think that SummerSlam, LA Knight, give him a promo at least. Just give him a promo, I guess. If that's what you want to use him for. I think he's so much more talented than that. Even in the ring, he's not as bad as he's decently talented in the ring. He's done a lot more work in that. Actually, he's improved. Maybe I'm just starting to really notice since I'm actually paying attention. But the guy is not.
That's true, and I think that goes back to what I was trying to speak about in the comparison with Athena. Right, where we're like Athena's more than just a good hand.
Absolutely.
Right? Yeah. Athena right now is the women's champion of the year. Right? Like and I'm not trying to say that if LA Knight
talk about hyperbolic statements, man. Shit.
Huh?
Talk about hyperbolic statements, bro.
Who's a better women's champion than Athena? Let's go at it.
I mean, let me ask you a question. Name 5 Athena matches this year.
What do you mean name 5? What that got to do with it?
My point is that if she's women's champion,
name 5 Tony Storm matches. Name 5 Jamie Hayter matches.
I can name 5 Bianca matches. I can name 5. I can.
Okay, Bianca. Okay, you can name 5 Bianca matches. There weren't better than Athena matches, so you can do that all the fuck you want. But what are we doing here? We just putting 2 bad bitches against each other, my nigga. You
really just gonna say Bianca and Becky is not better than any Athena match? Bianca and Io wasn't better than any Athena match? Listen, I just don't like the hyperbolic of it. Maybe you can have the argument at least. You can have the argument at least. We can just be like,
champion.
There's no match better than Athena. Like, what?
She's the best women's champion of the year, and you can say what you want, my nigga. But
come on with this take, or did somebody on Twitter just say this?
Excuse me.
Did you come up with this take, or did somebody on Twitter just say? Is this a conversation?
Is Athena not the best women's wrestler or the women's champion right now of the year? Yes or no?
The year's not up for one, and two.
Okay.
Right now, I think she's a very, very a contender for the best women's champion currently, not of the year, not the So that's where I'm at.
Well, okay, and why isn't she? Because you watch Bianca more. That's it.
Possibly, yeah.
Okay, then that's it. Then that's what you say then. But I mean, I've watched again from
more.
Well, I mean to be honest, Bianca outside of Athena matches on pay-per-views and Bianca matches on PLEs, I don't watch a lot of live shows. I don't travel and see a lot of Bianca. And again, on her TV matches aren't the greatest because they're just TV matches. I
think they're better than most matches I see.
But
hey, if you want to put it that way,
that's your point. And Bianca can have good TV matches, but whenever I see Athena have TV matches, they're championship matches. So my point is that when
I'm not going to argue this. Do you think Athena is the best woman of the year? I'm going to let you have that, bro. I'm just saying it's hyperbolic.
I don't understand how it's hyperbolic if you can't argue
the fact. July, bro. Like it's like a statement that you just. Because it's July. You can say like for the first.
Okay, so we don't do. Hold on, you the type of nigga you don't do. Okay, I'm coming from the nigga who don't fucking be like, hey, you want to do half the year rankings or like we don't do rankings half the fucking year, my nigga. Like, what do you mean?
That's not what you said. You
She's
said
the best woman champion of the year, nigga. Like this the year, nigga. What the fuck? What I need to say it a little bit more contextually, nigga. Since January to July, there's been a better women's champion than Athena.
Okay. I heard you, bro. I heard you.
Okay. I mean, I'm tired of hyperbolic, nigga. I'll put my stamp on it. You know what I mean? I said it, nigga. Like, what do you mean?
Okay. I'm not gonna hold you. You got it, bro. You got it.
First and foremost, her and Willow just main evented Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor, from all of what we know, has been a male-dominated organization. Athena and Willow warranted that. That wasn't gifted. That wasn't fucking charity. That wasn't motherfucking affirmative action, my nigga. That's because out of Ring of Honor, bro, that whole promotion, the greatest champion deserved to main event their fucking show. Absolutely. And their greatest champion happened to be Athena. And that's from Samoa Joe.
Because Claudio's trash.
Dominance. That's from Claudio Castagnoli dominance. That's from the tag team championships, the Jay Briscoe, the Briscoe championships with Ray Phoenix, and now Aussie Open won the titles. The Pure Championship, right? When we talking about Shibata, Daniel Garcia, Wheeler Yuta, Athena, main events, Death Before Dishonor with Willow, and not even that, Willow, a person, Mercedes Monet, Athena, Tony Storm, the fucking Owen Hart Women's Champion. Tournament. This nigga on the heat of her damn self.
No, she is. I'm proud of her.
Not just the greatest, because I'm putting these are two different categories. I am stating that Athena possibly is the greatest, is the best working champion of this year. But Willow, thus far, Willow might be the breakout performer of the year.
I hear you. I'm with you on that. I'm 100% with you on that.
Had a bigger fucking.
Willow's had a monster year. She's and she's taking the reins into her own hands, and that's what I love. Like, she's performing on a high level, and it's not like they're pushing her. It's like, she's going here doing it in Japan. She's going over here and doing ROH. She's going over here AEW doing it on her own.
And she is the second. She is part of 2 main events for male dominated organizations in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Was she made event with Mercedes?
Fantastic,
bro. My nigga, like that. Honestly, she's gone.
Yeah, she's on my list for breakout of the year for sure. Yeah, shout out to Willow, man. I'm telling you, man. Her and Tony Storm, need to happen. She needs to get that title, bro. Like, honestly, she's somebody I want to see more in AEW, and in the angles. I know we got Tony Storm and doing her damage. Well, I was supposed to say damage control. Outcast thing. I think she beat Taya Valkyrie, so she needs another competitor. Yeah, Willow's right there, man. I know you talk about Sky Blue. I'm not really into her like that, but I'm really with.
She's a breakout performer herself. You know what I'm saying?
Is she? I mean, okay, maybe I don't want to hate on it. I mean, I'm just not. All I see is people posting her ass on Twitter.
She ended up being in a final. So all I'm saying is that I got an eye for that.
All right. Just because I'm not gonna be misogynistic, but shit. Hey, shake your money maker. I think that's what it is.
It ain't really a lot of money maker. It ain't a lot of money she making with the maker. You feel me? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I hear you with that, but You know.
Yeah. No, for sure. I mean, shout out to Sky Blue. Shout out to Willow. Love women. So and they're doing their thing. So women are
I love women.
they're doing their thing. The women are doing their thing.
With that being said, the women are doing their thing, and the women have done their thing, and the women main evented the show. Athena and Willow went 20 minutes, the longest match of the card.
Good shit. Good shit.
And Athena won by technical submission. Now, I want to share my screen, if possible, to show a tweet.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna have to get out of the shot real quick. All right.
Are you gonna have to? Okay.
Yeah. All right. I'll be right there.
All right. Shout out to AEW at AEW Gold on Twitter. The tweet is Willow's and Athena match was a love letter to women's wrestling, and it shows clips of the matches that they pay homage to and the matches in which they did it. So what I'll do is I'll just post this right here. Let me close this up. I don't need y'all to see on my damn screens. Make sure ain't no porn up here. You know what I'm saying? All right. Chidi bounced from the screen one time down, got me up here with the splitter. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'll wait for him to get back to kind of show the screen, but to kind of boost her up, why I say Athena is the best women's champion of this year is because of how she's elevated a whole division, right? And I get Bianca has been the mainstay and the carrier of the division in WWE, but she's also have had some competition, right? She hasn't had to
I got a quick question for you.
Build up a whole.
And I don't want to like pit women against each other, and that's all I'm trying to do. But for your taste and what you like, what is the best women's wrestling match you've seen this year? Pick one match. You got Rhea Charlotte. To me, I liked Bianca and Io. We got Willow and Athena. Willow Jade. Not Willow Jade. Athena and Jade. I liked that one earlier this year. Willow and Sky Blue. That was decent. But what is your favorite? Women's championship match. You got Bianca and Becky. Women's match period.
You're trying to ask me what my
far. What's your favorite one that you thought was the best? Because I'm not gonna say.
Well, I mean, my point of what I was trying to say is that there's layers stylistically, kind of my style, right? Like I think stylistically, like I don't like the clunkiness. I don't really like the you got it. I'm about to run right. I like the physicality that my favorite match this year. I guess I can't pinpoint it. It'll probably have to be this year. Damn. I
got the women's Money in the Bank match.
Nah. I will probably
Rhea Charlotte.
No, I enjoyed Jamie was champion for a good portion, and I don't want to let her slip me because I was a big Jamie, right? So I don't want me right now to be like,
fuck Jamie. I forgot about her
completely. You know what I mean? It's like, no, I ain't that high. I ain't got that drink in me, nigga. I'm deep. You know what I'm saying? So I honestly do think that I will probably have to say a Jamie match, championship match. Will probably
Which
be
one?
again right now, nigga.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry I put you on the spot.
No, I mean
because if you can't name it.
Why you can't? Okay, so tell me then, Chidi, because I mean you brought it up because you got a match. So tell me what your match is.
I mean, off top, maybe you can't name it. It's cool. I have like you know me. I've been talking about Bianca and Io since that match in Puerto Rico, and there's Rhea and Charlotte. Those are my two.
But those are recency. I don't want to fall recency bias with that.
That's in March, bro. That's in March and April. That's not that long. I mean, and then also
hold on, March and April. Okay.
Let me go back further.
No. I didn't say I have to go back. Again, you don't have to go back further. My thing is that when Bianca and Io at Puerto Rico was a really great match. Yes, yes.
The Money in the Bank was good too, by the way. So
but I think at that same time too, I was stagnated in the storytelling. Now we're just talking about matches and everything like that.
Yeah, just matches.
Yes, Bianca and Io is probably up there as one of the best matches of this year.
One match I always hear about that I did not watch was Anna Jay Taya Conti versus, was it Ruby and Willow?
Yeah, Ruby and Willow in the street fight.
I need to go check that one out. I heard that was crazy.
That was fire. That was crazy.
So, that was earlier this year.
That was Willow again. Getting a rub, being, you know what I'm saying, coming out and really putting her stamp on it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, I can't even hold you on that. And Io and Bianca was in May. You right?
May and April. So I meant.
Yeah,
WrestleMania was in April.
Bianca and you said what else was? You said Bianca and who else?
No, Bianca and Io, and then I had Rhea and Charlotte in April. At
WrestleMania.
Yeah, I liked Trish and Becky, but I wouldn't put them above those two matches. Now AEW matches, I've been kind of checked out. Like I really liked Jade versus Ty Valkyrie. I did really enjoy that match. But I know there's been a lot of women's matches that I missed in AEW that probably should be on the list, but I've been a little bit tapped out.
Jamie and Riho was a really good match on Dynamite. That championship match. That kind of, again, under the radar situation. It was crazy as you brought up Sky Blue. Jamie wasn't champion then. It was literally like a couple of nights before, like a week before, she beat Toni Storm for the title at Full Gear last year, where she had first beat Sky Blue. And that's how I'm like, that's how that young nigga got on my radar, man. You know what I'm saying? Young nigga facing Jamie Hayter the GOAT out here, my nigga.
Jamie Hayter is good. She's a good wrestler, but
Jamie's a really good hater. She's a really good wrestler. But as far as women matches that I probably would say the Bianca and Io. I mean, if we're just off the top, like just, but my point of Athena is that, again, building up a division.
No, absolutely. I think that, and that's why I said not to take away from her at all, because what she's doing for ROH is honestly a notch on her belt for her career. honestly what she's doing for the championship in ROH, putting on the map. She has that. She's the woman of that division, and she's the woman that can hold that weight. Hold the championships. You know how sometimes people they're champion, but they can't really carry it. They can't really feel, they don't feel like the dominant champion. No, Athena feels like she's a dominant champion. And her, and Willow, you just showed me the video of them, paying homage to one's wrestlers means that they take their craft seriously. That's one thing I appreciate about Athena. She's a wrestler's wrestler. She's not trying to go for flashy this and that. She's trying to come out there and put on a great match every time she's out there, which I see she's incredible at doing. So I mean, she's perfect for representing that brand.
And again, that is that's probably why the hyperbole, because without her there, right? Like we were trying again, Mercedes Martinez and Serena Deeb, right? We were trying to find a reason. With Athena, we don't really have to try. You know what I'm saying? We just because she has, again, the character development. Once she turned heel, once that feud with Jade happened, right? I think that really turned a corner for her, and it was like that was who we wanted to see. That was, listen, one of the best matches was the match where everybody thought that she beat the shit out of a bitch for no reason. Again, that wasn't a championship match. That was, to be quite honest, nigga,
was on dark, yeah,
bro. We had to watch that match and be like, oh, was she going to business for herself? You know what I'm saying?
No, that wasn't when it started. That's when it started the character change. And I loved it. So we know how Athena gets down. I think she's great as a heel. I think she's doing a great job. Her versus Willow. I haven't got to see the whole match, but I saw clips. I gotta go check it out.
Let me run through the rest of the card real quick, because what I want you to do is I want you to give your solo on Gunther as we move forward. Right. Sure. Athena beat Willow. Claudio beat Pac. The Dark Order. I don't know what the Righteous and Stu Grayson. I guess Stu Grayson left the Dark Order, and he, I guess they're trying to disassemble that, slowly but surely. So the Dark Order won that. Shibata and Daniel Garcia was a really good match from what I hear.
Shibata pulled it off?
Yeah, Shibata pulled it off and beat Danny. Danny did his dance while he got choked out like a real G. You know what I'm saying? He was in a sleeper, my nigga. He was he's one of the best right now. Mobile Embassy beat 3 niggas. You know what I'm saying? To be quite honest, shout out to my nigga Leon Ruff. He was one of the 3 niggas, but niggas.
I know the pre-show as well. I saw, but go back and watch Action Andretti and
I did.
Darius Martin. Oh, you did?
I did. I watched the match. I was like, what was he so hyped about? And I was trying to,
you didn't like it?
Tag team? I thought they was wrestling each other. And then when they were a tag team, and I'm like, oh, they wrestling JD Drake and Anthony Henry, I was disinterested, but I watched it through because you're my man's in it.
But damn, you don't like it? I thought that was ill. I thought it was a great showing from them.
I like them, but I'm tired of not seeing Top Flight with each other, nigga. I'm just tired. I'm sorry.
Did you see when he stood on the nigga's back and did a back?
I know, but can it be with your brother, dude?
And JD Drake did his thing too.
I listen. JD Drake, one of the big man, one of the best big man in the business. Again, I watched it off your recommendation.
Okay, maybe different taste.
Hold on. I didn't say it was a bad match. I thought it was Action Andretti versus Darius Martin.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I should have said something. I should have told you.
So when I saw it was a tag,
you immediately just got disappointed.
I immediately was, yeah, thank you. Yes, thank you.
You just didn't give it any. You just completely turned you off.
I thought we was about to see some action, bro.
They did their thing, man.
We did. We saw some action. They worked really well together, and hopefully, we possibly can get them to be a trios when a younger brother come back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. So always one of them out.
Always. That's why I was disappointed. I'm like, he tagging with somebody that's not his brother. I was tight.
Man, might as well be. They look like they could be fam for real.
Aussie Open won the ROH Tag Team Championship. Slowly on a good run. Right now they won a 4-way with the Luchas and the Kingdom and the Best Friends. They won that 4-way. And Gravity, a new Mexican dude I ain't never heard of before. First Commander. And I heard them niggas showed out and did real Mexican AAA shit. You know what I'm saying? So that was another match that popped off. But yes, we talked about the pre-show. Action Andretti Darius Martin versus the Workhorsemen. AR Fox defeated Shane Taylor. They went 10 minutes. That was a really
that was good.
I thought Shane was supposed to win. I would want Shane to win, especially if you're going to
Samoa Joe. Got to win, man. AR Fox got to win. He's facing Orange Cassidy on Dynamite. I think that
Darby Allin. Shane Taylor, bro. Like I don't know what the fuck going on. I don't give a fuck about none of that other
No,
stuff.
you're right. No, you're right. I mean, we're big Shane Taylor supporters here. I want to see him do big things. Honestly, I love his style of wrestling. You know,
Trisha Dora was on the pre-show too. She faced legit mini Shayna Baszler.
Layla Hirsch, yeah.
So that was Death Before Dishonor. Really good card, really good match. I gotta give you the floor because the Intercontinental Championship was the topic of social media.
Was it?
Yeah. Of who's the best Intercontinental champions. A lot of people was listening to top 5 and everything like that. Okay. And everything.
So I'm not the only one talking about it. It's in the atmosphere.
So with that being said, I want you to tell me or lay it out for the audience what you had to say.
Well, let's start with in about 27 minutes. Gunther will be at 408 days as Intercontinental Champion. That makes him 46 days away from being the longest Intercontinental Champion of all time. My question is, does Gunther at SummerSlam going up against, Drew McIntyre, the Scottish Psychopath, whatever you want to call him, does he go over on the former WWE champion who defeated the Beast, Brock Lesnar, at WrestleMania, and retain his Intercontinental Champion and continue this run? Because think about it. By SummerSlam, he will probably be like around less than 30 days away from taking the lead. So you give him another month as champion or 2, and he's officially the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion of all time. Does Gunther's stature, prestige, what he's brought to the Intercontinental Championship warrant him overcoming the legend Honky Tonk Man as the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion? I pose that question to the audience because I think there's an argument that, yes, he should defeat Drew McIntyre at SummerSlam and continue this legendary historic run as the Intercontinental Champion. He has now become one of the best legacy acts as Intercontinental Champion. Like, this is a dynasty run as Intercontinental Champion that we haven't seen, since I don't even know who was the last person I can say had a dynasty run as an Intercontinental Champion. But he's killing it. Every match is a banger, bro. And I want to see more. I'm at the point right now where I don't even want to see him drop it. I wouldn't mind if he competed against Seth Rollins in a title for title match at I don't know, payback or whatever comes next, but I think he should be the one to finally, which we thought would never happen, overcome the honky tonk man and take the lead as the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion of all time. Give him the mantle. We're in a different era now with the long championship runs. We all know about Roman Reigns and what he's done with that championship, the Universal WWE Championship. But Gunther deserves to get the respect just as well and break some records and break the record. So that's my take. Joint Roller, what's your take on this matter as one of the greatest Intercontinental champions of all time? Is he one of the greatest, or do you think that he is, up there, but not quite the greatest?
I would say this. Gunther right now, this title, this incarnation of this championship, first and foremost, this championship, this is special now. This title, this incarnation of this championship, this design has a presence to it. It has a meaning to it. It's not just the title of Intercontinental Champion. We associate the belts, right? White leather strap from the 90s, oval with the purple strap from the 2000s. Like this from one reign, one singular reign, this design, for as long as it has this design, will be
meaningful,
purposeful. I think meaningful and purposeful, they're synonyms, but when you say purposeful, because again, Gunther wears this championship and this is his heavyweight championship. This is his I am the ring general, and this is my title. This is the Workers' Championship. This is the Workmen's Championship. This is the Honorable Championship. Bro, Gunther is one of the greatest Intercontinental Champions of all time. He may be five. And that's fine. But he got to crack that list, bro.
Of course, I agree.
He got to crack that list.
The ring ganador.
I mean,
I think for you to go this long, 408 days in this era, and us like not get tired of you as champion and say like, oh man, what are they doing with the Intercontinental Championship? And us be like just as intrigued as we were on day one. Like, it's a feat that hasn't been done. And I do think that the matches he has had warrant and feel like, the Intercontinental Championship means something. Like, whoever beats him for this championship has to live up to what Gunther has built on the backs of all the legends he's now surpassed, and really that's match quality, that's storytelling, that's the round itself, that's how he presents himself. That all comes as a package. That's why people are saying that Gunther right now, he can be a main eventer in a heartbeat. But,
I mean, you posed the question, do Drew beat him?
Exactly.
I think that you come this far. What's the number he's at right now? What's his current number?
He's at 407, but in 20 minutes he will be at 408.
Okay, so this is where he's at. If he's at 408, right now, Pedro Morales is 424. Macho Man is 414. And he already beat Don Morocco. So he's already currently fourth right now. He's already currently fourth. Macho Man he's already passing Macho Man if he don't lose at a house show. So by the next Monday Night Raw, he's third all time. Come SummerSlam, he's second all time. Because by that time, he was already at past Pedro Morales, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So because Pedro Morales is 424, which is 10 days.
When is SummerSlam?
August 5th.
Okay.
August 5th.
August 5th. All right. Today is July 22nd.
Yeah.
That's 14 more days.
14 more days.
Yeah. So that's he'll be like 3 days behind Pedro. 3 days behind Pedro. That means that he'll be in third place and 3 days away from being second place, and a month away or less than a month away from. Well, no, he'll be like it'll be like a month away, like a little bit over a month away from becoming the longest reigning. And I think at this point,
a little bit month away. So my thing is, he beats Drew underhandedly. They can run it back at Payback, and Drew can beat him at Payback. Now Gunther drops the title. Now Gunther's free. You know what I'm saying?
I think Drew doesn't need an Intercontinental Championship. I think that Drew should have turned heel and go after Seth. I think that's where I would have gone with it and kept Gunther as an Intercontinental Champion. He's been so good with the Intercontinental Championship that I don't want to take it off of him yet. Like until there's somebody that can run with this shit as good as he has. Now I'm not saying Drew can't, but
I would tell you this: Drew's a big ass baby face. We talk about dollars and cents with this company, right? Drew wrestled dark match, okay? Meaning he sent everybody home happy. He was the last person there, even though that was Roman's show, even though whatever the case may be, that nigga was in Budapest, my nigga. Fam, my nigga was in Budapest for 8 days. He got back Wednesday morning, and when he got off the plane, the text came and said, "We need you Friday night." What? He's a baby. One of the biggest babies in draws that they have. It's very hard. So I think that going forward, Drew can lose and we can see the unspiraling, possibly. Which I wouldn't mind, right? Drew can lose.
By WrestleMania, I want Drew going into WrestleMania as a heel.
Yes.
That's put it. I will say that. I think he needs his character revitalization. I think that him doing the 1, 2, 3 is great and all. Like it's fun, gets the fans going. But unless he has a top-notch heel to defend the Intercontinental Championship too, I mean, you could defend it to Gunther again, but somebody else like on the roster, then it's gonna be hard to.
Well, I mean, to be quite honest, the IC Championship's on Raw, right?
I mean, you got Finn, you got Damian Priest, you got Dom.
No, I mean, listen, I think Drew. Who's a heel that needs Drew? Let's who's a heel that needs Drew?
Bronson Reed, The Miz.
No, you did it with that. Bronson and Drew can go.
Okay.
2 big foreign motherfuckers. They love some foreign niggas, bro. They love foreign niggas who can fight, nigga.
No, Bronson Reed, he needs that big dude that can.
Versus Drew would be nice. Okay, Cheaty. Okay. I'm gonna chop that up since you had a problem with how I edit. I'm gonna make sure I get you that edit right. I'm gonna get you.
I mean, I probably have better takes than that, but that's cool too.
You know what I'm saying? We've been on for an hour and a half, nigga. What better take you had than that?
I've had a ton of better takes. It's probably the whole pie. I've been killing you, man.
This nigga on his motherfucking. Oh,
listen, but seriously,
my
like
God.
that. But seriously, like that's Bronson Reed and Drew McIntyre could happen even without the championship. Like like that could be down the line, regardless. But I do think that Gunther is the man to overtake Honky Tonk's reign. And yo, hold that joint, man. Hold it to War Games, man. I don't give a fuck, yo. Hold it as long as you can.
Well,
I'm with it.
my thing would be this. If we're projecting out, who does Gunther face at? You say hold it to War Games. Shit. Okay, who stands across? No, who stands across from him
at
with
War
the United
Games?
States Championship?
Oh well, here. Okay, well, I was thinking that like him, Imperium, and I'm trying to think about it. Him, Imperium unite with Judgment Day in a War Games match against some baby faces. I'm not saying who takes it off of him. I'm just saying hold it and you go into that bitch as champion. But let's be real. If this is a one-on-one match with Gunther facing somebody, honestly, Sami Zayn would be the perfect person to beat Gunther.
No, really? I'm talking about. It's champion for. Usually they do the champion first.
Champion versus champion. Oh, on SmackDown, you mean? They haven't done that. They didn't do it last year, so that's why I didn't think that. But they did that 1 year, which was dope. But if you're doing it, come on, bro. It's LA Knight, bro. LA Knight and Gunther, man. Like, get that title on LA Knight by Survivor Series, yo.
Now that's funny. Now that's funny. You said Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn and Gunther just had a match. They literally just wrestled a couple weeks ago.
No, like I mean, right now, Sammy. Right now, Sammy is tag team champion. I don't see him beating Gunther. But if Sammy loses the tag title somehow to like the other guys at Imperium or whatever, but by some Survivor Series, they can build an angle where Sammy's like saying, "I gotta take this title off of you," and I think that Sammy, after everything he's done last year as a singles star, I think he can do a great Intercontinental Championship run now. Even though he's had it before, I think he can be the guy who can have great matches and raise the prestige even further. As a babyface. There's not many people who I think can do that.
I ain't gonna lie. Cody and Gunther for the IC strap will work. Cody needs something for the time being.
It would. That'll be interesting.
He don't want Seth. He don't want Seth. He wants Roman. But
he did come to he did like after Money in the Bank, he did pull up on Seth until Brock came. So, he's not opposed going down that road. No pun intended.
Anything else with the show we got to talk about? We talked about Raw, NXT, and AEW earlier this week.
Yeah.
Anything cross your time? Anything Business and Logic or Book and Black or anything that Bobby with the niggas again? You know what I'm saying?
Bobby with Carmelo and them. Listen, I think I told you so, but I told you so, man. Listen, it's gonna be great to see what Bobby does next. I'm just waiting to see what happens. But I think that Bobby putting together the faction, with Street Profits and or Carmelo and Trick, I'm with it. So I think that's gonna be interesting to see where they develop this. What the fuck is that? Oh, edible. What's up?
Little RSO gummies. These are hit.
Rick Sampson oil. Those should be him.
These trays smacking. Yeah, I think going into
Okay. It's about that time. All is love. Everything's wrestling. Let's get the fuck up out of here. Let's get the fuck up out of here, bro. Let's get the fuck up out of here. Expeditiously, bro. Expeditiously. Expeditiously, bro. Let's get the fuck up out of here.
Oh man, listen. Check us out wherever we pop up. You know what I'm saying?
I don't even know why you put that up there. I didn't know that anybody commented, bro.
I didn't. I saw a comment. I'm like, who watching? I didn't know. I didn't know. And then immediately, and then I just said, I love watching your podcast. So I put it up. I did fast reading. I'm just gonna be honest. I did fast reading. I said I love watching your podcast. I saw a real name Mike, right? I'm like, hey, shit, we got a comment. It's been an hour and a half. Shit. Who up, nigga? Who got their lighters?
I blocked that nigga.
For sure. He had to go. Nigga, we ain't gotta go. He gotta go. Shit, this our shit. Somebody finna run us off our block, nigga. I feel like Marlo in this bitch. The price of the brick went up, nigga.
Yo, what the fuck was that?
Listen. I thought it was one of your homies.
You gotta read the whole comment, bro.
Nah, I can't. Okay, first of all, I'm not on Facebook. So for everybody that's still fucking, all right, so I can take the title off now. All right, this is why this is reasonably late night, my nigga. Back to regular Degular programming, where some fuck shit happens on the show. All right, so listen, I'm not on Facebook.
What the fuck?
So, but I'm EPing the show. I see we got a little comment on a joint. I click the button. When I click the button, it got the Facebook circle from a name, and then the first 4 words is I love watching your podcast. We got a positive comment about that show. But then when I put it up to like read it out loud, and it said, in my Princess Layla wig, crossed in a Hello Kitty thong.
Yo,
he was like,
of all the moments on this podcast, I think that was not on my bingo card. Never in a million years. What the fuck, yo? Oh my god.
Then my nigga hit us with another comment that we ain't even put up, but I'm gonna read it. My young said, well, I don't even want to call him my young because I call my young, but like shit, I don't know what they call him, but he's like, I want to smell you after you jog. Now, Cheaty, I ain't on Facebook, so I'm assuming he know you jog because my fat ass don't jog.
You be jogging,
I walk. I walk. I don't jog. Maybe you be going around. You used to jog with the
I don't
phone.
jog no more. That was years ago.
I don't know, bro. Listen, and listen.
Don't put that shit on me, bro.
Listen, and we don't really talk a lot of baseball, but we got a 3-strike policy over here. Okay, the third and final, you're out of here. Was this nigga said, spoon feed me.
Why we got
mayonnaise mommy?
We could have just kept that between the private chat.
Nah. Cause listen.
Oh my goodness.
We black. Which one of us is mayonnaise? Oh man.
Boy, man, that was crazy.
That was funny, bro. Honestly, I love watching your podcast, bro. That's what I saw.
That's crazy. That's crazy, bro.
Anything else? Anything that got you? Anything? I know we got knocked off our pivot one time down with this, but you know.
No, nothing else. Nothing else. That's it. I mean, well, we did see. I'm not sure if you watched Collision.
No, I was here on time, so I bypassed Collision.
Okay, cool. Well, the word on the street is Billy Gunn's retiring. You know, I thought they were going to get the trios championship away from House of Black. They were unsuccessful. So he put his boots off, put it in the ring. We'll see what happens. You know, Scissor Me Daddy ass is a little bit perturbed.
Before I did, I waited till you got back before I shared my screen. I wanted to show the tweet of the women paying a love letter to women's wrestling. So I just want to share this one time down.
Yeah, for sure.
With the audience, and hopefully this don't get us banned. All right. Share screen here. Share. Is it showing? Hold on, let me take this off one time down. All right.
For the one time.
So it says right here that it said that Willow and Athena's match was a love letter to women's wrestling, and they pay homage to these matches with what they did here. So I'm gonna replay it and had a sound on.
I think obliteration the move.
On knee, shivering warlock right upside the head.
And it's Mouth with the bind. It's the royal button.
Hard punch. Off the rope she comes. Yakuza kick. And the mind trap.
I think obliteration the move.
On knee, shivering warlock right upside the head.
And it's Mouth with the bind. It's the royal button.
That was dope.
Yeah.
This is why I say Athena and including Willow, they're women of the game, man. They're students of the game. You know, the wrestler. You know, she's putting on for former ROH women's wrestlers. Only one I know of is Sarah Del Rey, but now, like, you know, showcasing these women that they have a relationship with or you know, reverence for. I think it's super dope.
I think it's super, like you said, I think it's super dope. I think it's also very much showing and telling how much of the groundwork that we think that they're doing is really just the column building. You know what I'm saying? Like the foundation has already been laid and is very firm and solid, and the women have been very astute, right? We hear about a lot of, you know, we said Sasha and the girls was talking about, hey, we love Jeff Hardy and Eddie Guerrero and Stone Cold, and but you do have these women that have blazed the trail, that these women have soaked up and became a sponge. So congratulations to all of the women that have been a part of. It's not an evolution, I guess, but you can call it that, right? I think this is parody, right? And the best possible way, if available, is that they are able to showcase themselves and have the availability to present themselves not only as just talent, but needle movers, right? Athena is a needle mover, right? Bianca Belair is a needle mover, right? The way you talk about Rhea bouncing and everything like that. Well, she's been a part of Dominic making history, main eventing Raw, NXT, and SmackDown all in 1 week, right? Like that's because mommy, right? The China, right? Of what they're trying to compare her to, she transcends brands, right? So as she says, Judgment Day is here to take care of all of WWE. She has the cachet and the ability and the presentation to do so. Athena to build up the women's division of ROH. Bianca to be a non-four horsewoman, right? All of these women are now just accentuating what we've all been wanting was parity, right? We don't necessarily need the bra and panty mud matches. We don't necessarily need to see hot lesbian action. We don't gotta see if we got good story. Willow Ruby was friends. Then they competed in the finals of the Owen Hart tournament, and then Willow can have a way direct into the faction that Ruby's in to be bro. That's storytelling, my nigga. Bianca saying, "Ain't no bitch gonna skip me in line. Not now. Not after I've been champion for 420 days. No." So this EO and this Charlotte that want to jump the motherfucker after I got mist blown into my face and shit like that, I still got that's storytelling. Women just needed the presentation to present parity, and I'm just happy, man. I'm happy for that. I'm happy for that. I can't hear you. You muted yourself. Unmute yourself.
No, I'm happy. I'm happy too. Like just like you said, parity is important in the business. We're seeing more and more of it. So I think that putting on for your fellow ROH women, former women's champions, former women competitors, because yeah, the title may be fairly new, but they've been having wrestlers that are women wrestle in ROH for the past for years, for the dawn of time, since the dawn of the federation. But to see them showcase those former champions or former women, I thought was super super dope. Before we get up out of here, though, I do want to ask you a quick question on because you were in the building. What was your take on the tribal chief and Jey Uso and their rules of engagement? It's not going to be a tribals rules match or tribal combat. Excuse me. In that segment,
it's gonna be a tribal combat. It felt like Black Panther shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what I said first and foremost. To be quite honest, it was I was excited because I thought I was gonna see some fireworks, which I did. Right, that shit scared the fuck out of me. That's a side note. That shit scared the fuck out of me. But I thought I was gonna see more. I thought I was gonna see more. It looked like it was a segment that could have offered more.
I agree. It didn't have the punch of all the other Bloodline segments, but
I
this thing.
By him saying that, when he was like, "Did the elders know about this?" And he was like, "How you think I got here?" You know what I'm saying? Like that
was their idea, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like I that story could have just been accentuated a little bit more. Yeah. But
I hope the elders show up to the match. I hope that we get like an Alpha and Sika, like we got when they gave Roman the beads. Whoever wins this match would probably be Roman.
Yeah,
they crown him again, and
But the rules of this is no blood member can interfere, which is why Roman stopped Solo, from what I understand. Right, like in
so it's honoring.
It's honoring
combat. Okay. I kind of like that. I didn't think about it like that. And once you guys set the stage for it,
yeah,
it's like, yo,
no,
this
no,
is between
no,
me and him.
yeah, no blood can interfere. You know what I'm saying?
And you don't want to desecrate the tradition of tribal
Exactly,
combat, so you
exactly,
can't do that. You know. All right,
exactly.
I like
So
that.
that was kind of what I took from it. So I think for first and foremost, SummerSlam is going to be the event of trilogies, right? Brock and Cody 3, Jay and Roman 3, and then we got Seth and Finn 3. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very excited. I think it's going to be a very solid show, and I'm excited to see what non-blood member pops up. Because
like who?
If Jimmy's out, if Solo can't interfere,
Paul Heyman can. That's the loophole.
My wise men, my tribal chief. So, you know, Jay, you're screwed again, baby.
That nigga, like, he's committed to that character, bro. Like Paul Heyman, when he's out there, he's tapped into that character. He's somebody else, bro. It's weird, but he's good at it, bro. Like honestly,
I don't think it's weird. I think it's real, nigga.
I don't think it's real.
You don't think what's real?
He be looking at him like he's in love with this nigga. That's crazy.
I think again, Paul Heyman is, to me, he's Pat Riley.
Yeah, I agree with that.
He's Los Angeles Lakers with Brock Lesnar. He's the New York Knicks, that little short stint with CM Punk. And he's Miami Heat with Roman Reigns. Nigga, he don't lose. He don't lose. And every person he's with is committed. It's real. Brock was real. Punk, it was real. Roman, I think is real. Bro, you're elongated.
Don't get me wrong. Like I think that he actually has
3 times since we've been at this podcast. He was a writer, right? Remember, it was Eric Bischoff one show, Paul Heyman one show, got fired, got let go. Like his career has been elongated with him attaching himself. So hell yeah, nigga, I love you. These checks clear, bro. And I ride the jet with him. Okay. Okay, it ain't just bro. This ain't just TV. These niggas let me get on the Lear,
but he's on the mic. He's working. He's taking bumps. Even shit. J.O. So a couple weeks ago, super kicked this nigga like he fell down like Humpty Dumpty or some shit.
Hold
like
on. That shit. What Bone Thugs and Harmony say? Hold on. For the love of money, gotta get that money, man. Gotta get that money, man. That nigga Paul Heyman, for the love of money, is gonna take that bump. He gonna take that super kick, nigga. He gonna love Roman Reigns.
For the more reason why he's gonna get interfered with in that match because you gotta get that get back.
All right, so we booked SummerSlam. All right, we know the main event. We don't gotta watch, do we?
I guess not, right? Listen, I'm a revolutionary. I'm a visionary. I know I can see this shit a mile away, bro. But yeah, man, I think that's all. We are sitting here at midnight, so let's wrap it up. Thank you all for watching. All is love. Everything is
no
wrestling.
matter if you're watching in your Crocs or in your wig or in your panties. You know what I'm saying?
Subscribe, like the video. If you like
we might have a surprise. I'm working on a surprise that I'm keeping out of the loop with everybody right now. So just stay tuned in the next couple of weeks, possibly. Thank you guys for listening. Stay tuned. For wrestling. We back on the regular Degular.
So I'm just not a part of this pod anymore. You just making surprises, just making moves.
Have you not made surprises before?
All right, guys. We'll talk to you next time. Peace.